Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm here again with another plan with me. This is where you're going to get to see me lay down my stickers and lay down my plans. So this kit is, what is this one called? This is called Sunny Side Up. It is in the shop still. Okay, so unlike the last video, which was the freebies, like you didn't have to like shop during a sale to get those. This one you can get. So we are planning for February 12th through the 18th. Yeah. And I kind of go a little old school, where I'm going to line up all the full boxes and everything. I go back to doing my 3-spot checklist. Some days were busy, some days were not. But yeah. So we're going to get into it. This was post-travel week. And while I did not suffer the effects that I have from previous travels, so during like 2020 through 2022, anytime I would travel on a plane to go to any events or anything, I would start to suffer from like severe vertigo. When I'd get there, when I would get back, it would get even worse. Then I flew to Utah with my kids, and I didn't suffer it. And I had some friends who said, well, maybe it's because you stopped drinking soda. And I was like, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Well, since then, I have started drinking soda again, and I flew on this plane, and I did not suffer the effects of vertigo. So I kind of figured out what my vertigo was from. And that's all I'm going to say on that one. It was probably my body telling me to be aware of things, to watch. It was probably a massive amounts of stress happening, and stuff. So either way, I'm just happy that I did not suffer the effects of vertigo, because that would have really sucked being with friends and just kind of like dizzy all over the place. Every once in a while I'll get a small case of it, and it depends, like sometimes if I jump up from bed real quick, it's super weird. It's neither here nor there. I'm just kind of rambling. So, but this was a post-travel day, and let me tell you this, okay? I should have come back on Sunday because I really did need a day of rest. And I came back on Monday, and the following day I ended up going to our homeschool co-op. Yeah. So I actually really never got a break during this week. Like, I'm looking down at everything, and I'm like, oh, I didn't take a break that week. No wonder I wasn't doing so well the following week. And we'll get into that next video. Oh my goodness. Next video is rough. Some things happened that the following week, so February 19th through the 25th, that really has kind of like just not been cool. And I won't get into details of it, but you'll see in the planner spreads. But we're here. We're here during this week. So let's see. I'm trying to, like, I don't have my other planner. And I'm trying to look at this to be like, oh, okay. Well, I don't want to talk about it too much before I get there. So, I mean, we could talk about the whole moving process. I have not packed up a darn thing. We haven't purged anything. Partly because we haven't closed yet, nor are we close to closing. So that one is a little bit more difficult to do in that regards. And we're not doing like a cross-country move either. So, hear me out here. This is, God, I can't even remember. This is going to be what, our 17th, 18th, 19th move? Something like that. Like, we've moved a lot. Okay, some we've moved within like communities. and some have been cross-country trips, right? Some have been within the same local area, but a little bit further away, and stuff. So that's just part of being a military spouse and a military family. Moving is the name of the game. And some people who are in the military get very, very good at moving. And some don't, and that's fine. We have gotten very good at moving. Um, we prep things a certain way, which has always helped our packers when they come in to pack and stuff. We know how to buckle down. We just know how to get it done. I don't really know how to like articulate it. You'd have to kind of see it in action. And lots of people have asked us, hey, can you come help us, with the moving, because they know we have so much experience with it. And we know, especially Steve, like when it comes to unloading vehicles and stuff, like he can look in the vehicle and be like, okay, this is what we need to do. Da 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 da. So we're not worried on that front. Like, and we plan on taking a little bit of time to do it. So we plan on kind of like moving room by room. Partially because we don't want to rent a U-Haul. We've got friends that have offered their trailers to us and their trucks to us, and we're going to just kind of go about in that fashion. I mean, we obviously have a really big van, so we'll be able to get a lot of stuff over there. And then obviously one of them has a trailer, so we'll be able to move a lot of stuff. And we're just kind of moving room by room. One, just so that it's not all done in like a couple of days. It's going to be over the course of a huge long time. I say a huge long time, but in the grand scheme of things, it's like a month. And then that way it works more to our benefit to be able to still maintain, our co-op days, our work days, the business, activities, all of that stuff, so that we're not just so drained, and allows us to actually really, really purge. So one of the things that I regret when we moved here is I let the kids unload the kitchen boxes and put stuff where they think it goes, and that has just been a ish hit the fan show for the full year. And I need to desperately go through my kitchen and purge and move things and stuff. So part of this is so that Mom gets her organization back. That's what needs to happen. I never really thought that was going to, like, I knew that it was going to be an important thing. Like, moms know, and like, if you're a stay-at-home mom, a stay-at-home wife, whatnot, like, you know where things go in the house. Like, that's just what you do, right? So, yeah. I didn't think it was going to be a big deal. Boy, was I wrong. I was wrong. So, all right. Well, I'm looking through here. Some of these are my River and Ink, like date covers, things like that. I knew that I had like an unpack sticker in here, and I needed that specifically for Monday because I had to unpack everything. Normally, I don't unpack this quickly from coming home from a trip. So I got home this day. Let's talk about a little bit about our adventures home. So we had to get up super early. I ended up only getting 2 hours of sleep, 2.5 hours of sleep that night. So it was literally like a nap. I didn't go to bed till like 1 o'clock in the morning. Had to be up at 3:30. And anytime I travel, I'm more of like anxious. So I actually don't fall into a deep sleep because I'm so worried that I'm going to miss my flight. Yeah. I'm a little neurotic in some areas, but Kelly was able to take us, me and Elizabeth from Tilly B Plans, over to the airport so that she could get back up and home herself, because she drove down to South Carolina and everything. So we start going, and our flights are, had changed the night before, and now they're changing again, and all of this, and we're like, great, and it's raining, and we're like, oh. So we flew from Charleston, South Carolina, up to Atlanta, and then Atlanta over to Springfield, Missouri. And And our flight from Charleston to Atlanta was not fun. We flew through a storm the entire time, so we got no drinks, like everybody had to stay in their seats. It is just a nightmare. It was not, the turbulence was not fun. Just, I hated it. We get to Atlanta, and our flights are changing. We have such a good layover that we're like, we need to get something to eat. So we go, there was nothing in our terminal, so we went over a couple terminals over, and then they're changing our gates, and then they're changing them back, and then it's delayed, and then it's moved back up, and then it's delayed. Oh man, it wasn't a very fun flight either. It was such a small plane. We were like so crammed in, and we're falling asleep, and yeah. So my husband comes and picks us up, brings us home. Elizabeth gets on the road to get back home to her family, and Steve and I go out to lunch. And you guys, I'm about to tell you the funniest story. At least it's funny to us, okay? So we go out to Whataburger because that's what I want. I'm starving at this point. I really want something to eat, but I'm also super, super tired, but I have a lot of energy. And we go to Whataburger. It took us almost 45 minutes to get our food because they kept forgetting about us. It wasn't that busy. And then Steve, towards the end, had to go use the restroom. I go fill up our drinks, and the guy behind the counter was apologizing to us, but he had a jacket on and I couldn't see his name. So I'm holding 2 drinks, and I literally lean into him, and I'm like, "Excuse me, good sir," or young sir, "Excuse me, young sir." And it looks like I'm probably high on drugs at this point. And I'm like, "What's your name?" Oh yeah, I lost it. I came home and I napped. So there's that. Monday, on our way home from Whataburger, maintenance called because we put in a maintenance request for our bathtub. He wanted to come out and look at it. Had to do co-op prep Tuesday. Mind you, I should not have, like I said, come home on Sunday to have Monday to recuperate, because getting up to go to co-op, I so did not want to be there. That was the roughest day, and that was a day that a lot of people didn't show up, so I ended up having to teach the jewelry class that day, which was not good because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. So co-op class, taught my microbiology class, the jewelry class, like I said, early morning. It was my dad's birthday. We called and wished him a happy birthday. Kids had seminary that day. There was not a lot happening that Tuesday. I came home and I think I crashed. I think I went to bed so soon. Wednesday, had to balance books. That didn't have a lot going on because I kind of just needed to like pull back. Went and did some groceries, played video games with the kids. Kids had seminary, focused on emails. Like, there wasn't a lot because after Monday's flight plus Tuesday being gone all day, I really kind of needed to back up a little bit. Okay, so sidebar, we've got flight delay, a long day, inspection. Oh, that was our pest inspection that comes over once a year from the rental agency to make sure everything is okay. Thursday, lunch with Steve. Friday, insurance research. Church event on Saturday. Sunday, prep day. Had to work on the plan shop survey. Work on insurance stuff, receipts, naps. I totally didn't even fill out the second habit tracker on that because why? I didn't know what else to put. It was a weird week. So, moving on to Thursday the 15th, had to pick up the office. I came down and I looked at the office and I was like, well, if I'm going to get any work done, this needs to get picked up first. Worked on labels and printing that day so that I could get ready for a mail drop the next day. Cutting happened and packing day happened. Emails happens every day. I don't know why I keep saying emails. It's not going to be any different. They get done. Emails get done every day. And then dance that evening at 6:30. See, was it last video? Yeah, it was last video that I sat here and talked about how I'm in one planner. See, I'm putting kids stuff down like dance and seminary and church events in this one planner. Hence the reason why I'm kind of like, do I really need to have a second planner? I don't know. It's just weird. So on to Friday, I had my nail appointment that morning. So I am being seen regularly by a wonderful lady that does my nails. She's so nice. She just turned 22. She just turned 22. She's so amazing. She's made me feel so good about like the damage I do to my nails, the fact that I still bite them, that I get anxious. She's very just reassuring, and I've never had that in my journey of doing nails. I've always had the judgy like, oh, you've got small nail beds, and I do have very tiny nail beds. And just the judgy of like, well, why do you bite your nails? You shouldn't do that. And I'm like, because I have anxiety and I'm a child of the 80s and 90s, and yeah, that's why. So she's been amazing. So I actually, this isn't even in this video, but this, I see her this week. And I'm so excited because I've ripped 3 nails off and I need them shortened because they're too long. And yeah, anyways, Friday that nail appointment happened. We had a wonderful conversation, had to do a mail drop, played video games with the kids, needed to submit receipts for an event so I could get reimbursed. On to Saturday, groceries. We had to pick up our host kids. So our church did this thing because we have missionaries that go out, and so they did this event where they were going to get some training as a missionary, and then they were going to go have dinner with what they call host families, and they were going to give a lesson and stuff, and then they were going to come back and church event. Okay, so we signed up to be a host family, and we got the Japan mission. So we ended up having yakisoba that night. Had a lunch date with my husband that day. Had to clean house, played video games with the kids. Sunday was filming day. Audrey had to give a talk in church. We went to church, and it was prep day. So, well, I was looking down at my planner and not looking up over here, so I don't know what stickers I've put down yet. Uh-oh. Okay, well, we'll move on. Oh, I'm probably just doing the email stickers, right? Because why would I do anything else? Yeah. Okay, so the birthday sticker there, that is from Bubblemon Sticker Co. I don't know if that shop is even open anymore. It's been a long time since I've bought stickers from them. Like, when I say a long time, I'm meaning like 4 years, if not 5. When I say I have a stash of stickers, I've got a stash of stickers. So, yeah. And I go through phases of what I want, too. That doesn't help me any. Doesn't help me. The balance books, that's from Sweet Ava's Paper. I believe she's doing like she might still be doing an inventory closeout. I don't know. I believe she's shutting down her physical portion of her shop. It was, at one point she did say she was going to be opening it up as a printables, but I don't know if that's happening still. On that Sunday, that is from Pumpkin Paper Co. That shop is no longer around. Her Etsy shop ended up getting shut down. She kind of ghosted everybody, like nobody knew exactly what was going on. No, she has a lot of personal stuff going on in her life, but a lot of people miss her stickers. I miss her stickers, and stuff, so I use them very sparingly, and stuff, and I usually use them only when nothing else is speaking to me. So, the cutting sticker, that is from the Coffee Monsters Co. The nail appointment sticker, that is with Stick with the Plan Co. I thought it was cute just holding a nail polish bottle. I thought it was adorable. So, yeah, I don't know how to get myself to, and I don't think I will. I gotta figure out a better way for doing, like, the character stickers and stuff. Because it does take up a little bit more time than what I want to do, but I don't know. The video game sticker, that is from Sweet Ava's Paper as well. Like I said, playing video games with the kids, it was a fun time. Absolute fun time. We've been doing that regularly, although we are getting kind of bored of the only game that I really want to play, which is Mario Kart. So the dopamine levels are waiting. That unpacked sticker is from Oh Hello Michelle Co. Oh Hello Michelle. Shop hasn't closed down in 2020, I believe, because of COVID. Groceries, that's from the Coffee Monsters Co. Checking things off. What else do I have? Oh, I just have a couple more things here. I just have clean house and I have church. So the Clean House sticker will end up coming from Stick with the Plan Co. And the church sticker is from Happy Daya. I don't know what order I put them in, probably backwards, because why would I do them in order? But sometimes when I'm in a rush, in a hurry, because the week has just been crazy and I'm doing spreads like this is kind of how I will do my spreads. It is less for me to think about. Less for me to think about vertically, less for me to think about horizontally. The only issue I run into is I just can't pick my dang character stickers. So that's what I have for you guys this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back with another video. Until then, you take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.